Hey everybody, we're back. Took a couple weeks off, but it's been crazy busy here at Ultimate Poker HQ. Since last time, lots happened. We launched our new software update. Hope you've been enjoying that and all the stuff that's been going on. This girl's definitely been busy. She's been traveling all over the country. This is Under the Gun +1, and my +1 this week. I am lucky enough to have Miss Lizzy Harrison. She's our content producer as well as our host. Lizzy, how have things been going for you the last couple weeks?
Everything's been going really well. Had a good time. You know, Ultimate Poker took our first trip as a team. You were there, and the
I was
team
there.
you
We
housed.
bonded.
Yeah, we bonded. Had a good time at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. It was a sick event. I mean, the turnout and the prize
I really
pool
enjoyed
there.
my time there.
Yeah.
Even like busting 4 times, I still had a good time. So I mean, it was a really well-run event, and you know, it was really great to have the team out there for one trip. And
no, I agree. It was fun. I look forward to more.
And then you just came straight back here for what, like a day, and then you went out to LA?
Yeah, something like that. I think I was here like 30 hours, and then I just headed right out to LA. Had to pack up my apartment. I had an apartment in LA, but here in Vegas now for Ultimate Poker.
That's right.
And while I was there, I couldn't stay away from the bike.
Yeah.
I mean, Legends of Poker was going on, WPT event.
Well, the bike is such like a historical place. I mean, it's one of the first places to ever legalize poker in the whole country. So it's cool. Like, I mean, it's got a lot of history. You know, Legends is a big, well-known event. So you know, that's pretty cool that you were over out there. And but anyway, you're the content producer here at Ultimate Poker. Most people probably just know Lizzy. She's the girl who stands in front of the camera and looks pretty and says things and talks about us. But she's much more than just a pretty face. She does real work around here.
Terrence.
Has her own cubicle and everything. It's pretty impressive. But so
Even sometimes office.
yeah, sometimes she even sneaks into office and steals offices when people aren't looking.
You never know where you'll find me.
So you know, you do a lot of content producer. Not just host this, because we also have Joanna Fravel, who's standing in front of the camera and also does a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of that.
It's a lot of fun doing that.
You produce content or whatever. Talk a little bit about your background and how you got into doing that for poker.
Well, I got into doing it for poker pretty much right out of college. I went to NYU, majored in broadcast journalism, realized that if I really wanted to be like Katie Couric, I'd have to move to Arkansas and do weather for like 10 years. Wasn't down with that, so decided I was going to bartend and probably start law school. Got into law school, and then somehow came across the job with Card Player in Vegas. I was actually on Craigslist.
Yeah.
When Craigslist was still really creepy, and I don't know what the hell prompted me to fly from New York to Vegas at 21 years old, but I did, and they hired me, and
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, launched it and kept going.
We've talked before, like privately, about how your parents, they weren't so fond of the fact that you dropped out of law school. I mean, most parents would be pretty happy if their daughter's going to law school at such a young age, and then she's going to drop out and move to Vegas and do poker tournaments.
To be a poker reporter,
yeah,
they're like, is this a real thing?
Yeah. So how did you reconcile with that with them, and how do they feel about it?
I mean, my parents are really supportive, and they wanted me to be happy.
Yeah.
And I was going to law school because everyone else in my family was a lawyer, and it really wasn't the path that I wanted. It was just I didn't know what I wanted, so it seemed like kind of the easy way out. Like, oh, let's just do what mom and dad want.
That's pretty overachiever of you. Like, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna go to law school. Like, oh, I guess like most people are like they.
Well, I was bartending too. I was having fun bartending, but I couldn't justify having an NYU degree in bartending, so I had to at least be, but I'm also going to law school.
Justify for your parents?
Yeah, for my parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So, content is a really, interesting angle for poker site, because, at Ultimate Poker, obviously what we do here is we deal poker games.
Yeah.
We spread poker games, we take rake on poker games, that's how we make money, that's how, we put food on the table.
Right.
Exactly. So talk a little bit about why content's important, because a lot of people would think like if you just have good games, they've got good action, you give people good rewards, you have good customer service, and your software works well, that's all I need as a poker player to play on your site. I'll play on your site if you provide these things. So like, why is content important?
Well, content's really important for poker site and for any site because it brings a new audience to the site. It brings people there that might not be so interested in poker, but maybe they're really interested in whatever topic the content is on. We have articles on the site now and blogs about nutrition and things that aren't necessarily always associated with poker, but might draw more people to the site, maybe prompt them to make a deposit, start playing some poker, and that's pretty much where we are, yeah.
Is it just an issue of like kind of getting your name out there and not everybody is familiar yet exactly with the Ultimate Poker brand. Is that part of it?
Yeah, we want to get the Ultimate Poker brand out there. We want people to know who we are. We really want to promote our team and their individuality. I mean, we have a really strong team.
And we do produce a lot of content. I mean, if you go to ultimatepoker.com/the rail, right?
Right, yeah, and you can just look back through the content.
We're constantly putting stuff up there.
Oh, yeah.
There's like blogs from any of the pros. How many pros are there now? Like 8 or 9, I think.
We're still in the process of signing them, but yeah, we're about right there, and we still have a few more contracts to go through.
Those guys are putting out stuff. This show is part of the content we're putting up there. Lizzy does updates every weekend, or even more than that. We
do updates, just talking about the promotions on the site. We spoke a lot about the $1 Million Summer, about the Ready, Set, Go promotion where you had to follow us on Twitter to find out when they were going out, stuff like that. So we do videos on that. Every Monday, Joanna and I do a summary of the weekend, talk about the tournaments, the turnouts, and just to make sure everyone knows exactly what's going on with the site.
How do you know whether this content provides value to the company ultimately? Because it's not an easy thing to judge.
It's hard to measure, yeah. Well, I think response, obviously, from the viewers is huge.
Mm-hmm.
The more views we get, the more likes we get, the more retweets, the more favorites. That's all pretty much how we're able to judge it. We can also, go through the analytics, see which videos which videos a certain type of viewer will watch more of, or even how deep they're getting into a video. Maybe these videos are too long. That's how we basically, and then obviously feedback from people here at Ultimate Poker letting us know, hey, we love that beach video you did in Fort Lauderdale, but this other one, maybe wasn't so great, and here
they
A,
probably
B, and C
like
could
the
improve
bikini
it.
video, the bikini shoot video. For real, I mean, you were so nervous about doing this bikini shoot video. I thought it turned out good.
Thank you,
you were nervous about. If you haven't seen it, Lizzy does a bikini shoot, and she's blushing already. But she does this, but there's also behind the scenes that goes with that bikini shoot. It wasn't just you in a bikini getting photos taken. We actually did some meta content, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were aiming for. Get some branded stuff out there.
Did your parents see it?
Yes, my parents saw it.
What did they think?
My mother was not pleased. She's very conservative.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, Mom wasn't too happy about it. Grandmom wasn't too happy about it.
Oh, no.
Required me to call my 10-year-old cousin and explain to her that this is not what the end goal in life is, and it's just a part of the process. And women are not objects. And oh my God, I had to talk to my 10-year-old cousin for 20 minutes because all she wanted to do was photo shoots after she saw that. Yeah. So I had to explain to her a lot of hard work goes into everything that I do.
Yeah, and it's not, you don't want to ever say if a woman is attractive and she can use her beauty, that she absolutely shouldn't be able to do that.
Right, it's just
it's the right of a
tool
choice
in the arsenal.
Yeah,
it's something that can be used when it's the right time to use it, or when it's something that'll benefit the brand, the company. But
we're not saying you can't be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever if you're a girl and you're a pretty girl. It's saying hey, if you
can
want
be
to
a lawyer or a doctor if you're a girl, even an astronaut.
Ooh, astronaut. Is that what she wants to be? But before to be a model, I wanted to be an astronaut.
No, she wanted to be a fashion designer. Actually, she's already girly.
So
as hell.
it's already starting on that path anyway. So she can design clothes for her big cousin.
There you go. We'll be all set. Ultimate Poker gear.
Yeah. So, but
Now we have children. We have child sweatshops going on.
No, don't say. Oh, extra trouble. Cut. No, I'm just kidding. We don't cut anything on the show.
Unfiltered.
Yeah, we're real. So. But okay, so there's always been this idea that you're a woman in the poker world, which is a 80-90% male dominated sort of world. I mean, is that a tough thing? Is that an asset? Is that an advantage? Do you think? I mean, it's obviously hard to say because you don't know what it's like to be a guy, but
and I also don't know what it's like to do anything else. I mean, I started working in poker in 2006, doing the circuit, and I pretty much have done that nonstop since then. So I don't really know anything other than working in poker.
Right.
And I mean, the guys have always been, for the most part, pretty respectful. I mean, of course, we have the anomalies, we have the Hansons, we have the devilfish, but
oh man, I can only
part,
imagine what I've played at the table with devilfish, and I've seen his neck. I didn't know that a human neck could crane that far to check out a girl, but I mean, for an old guy, he's pretty lechy.
Yeah, he said some ridiculous things to me in interviews. Just I mean,
yeah.
I set him up once. I was like, you're pretty. I was like,
With
you're
who?
pretty short.
What did she have?
No, I set him up.
I was like, what poor girl did you do that to?
No, he's like, I don't even remember what the video was. I'll have to look back at it, but it's something about like shoving all in, and the way I said it just set him up to totally like attack me. And he's like, I'm just gonna. I'm
You've
like,
lobbed
I was
a
like,
softball over the
why
plate.
did I do that? Why do I say that to Devilfish? Of course he's gonna push all in.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but other than that, I mean, most of the guys are pretty cool, and it's cool to come up with them. You know, like my first tournament ever, I interviewed Tom Dwan. He had turned 21 like 2 days, or 8. He wasn't even. It was Foxwoods, so it was 18 to play.
Oh,
and
wow.
it was his first live
He was
tournament.
an internet phenom.
His
at that
first
point.
live tournament, my first live tournament, and it's just like cool to now be able to see where he is and still have that access and the relationships with people that they take so long to build that at this point I really couldn't see myself leaving the poker industry because I'm so ingrained.
Sure, but it's definitely you have a unique sort of insight into what's largely a man's world.
Right.
Your boyfriend's a professional poker player.
He is, yeah.
Sorry to disappoint everybody out there. Lizzy does have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
They seem very happy together. I met him on the trip. I mean, I've met him before,
Yeah.
but I guess this is the first time I actually spent some time with him.
And he had
he's
lots
a
of good
cool
things
guy.
to say about
I was
you,
going to
too.
say, I approve.
You approve?
I approve. I will let you. I'll
Terrence
allow
Chan
you
approval?
to continue dating Jared. But
All right.
you've been in that for a while. So like, what's it like dating a professional poker player? Because there's obviously lots of up and downs. I'm sure he's hit some bad runs, and he's recently been very successful. Been doing really well.
He has been. I mean, honestly, he's not. He doesn't consider himself or he considers himself a professional poker player, but kind of semi-retired. He doesn't play a lot. He's been playing more since he won his bracelet.
Yeah.
But he's a sports bettor, and yeah,
Okay.
that is really swingy.
Yeah.
It's,
Even more so than poker, I think.
Yeah. I mean, now that football has started, Saturdays are pretty intense in our house.
Yeah. So how
It is what it is, though. I swore I would never date a poker player. I mean, I was married for a long time, and I got a divorce last year, and I was like, won't happen. There's no way.
Especially
in hell.
when you're in the poker world,
Yeah,
right when you're
and
21,
yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to?
You've seen the worst. You've seen like the worst
Just
of poker, the best and the worst
Yeah,
of
it's
poker
like
players.
I don't want that. So I tried like dating a grown up, and it didn't work.
Dating a square.
Yeah, she was like some guy who worked for an oil company, wore a
Okay.
suit to work every day, and it wasn't working.
Yeah, we don't wear suits around here.
Yeah,
We
I
do
don't
the
think
suit
I
thing.
can deal with someone that wears a suit to work every day.
Hints. for-
Sorry, suit wearers.
Yeah, but you're off the market anyway.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But I guess what a lot of people would want to know now is, obviously the people watching this, they're all poker players throughout Nevada and even beyond. Is hey, Lizzy's a good-looking girl. She's into poker. She's dating a poker player. Like, how can I like date a girl who's into poker, or is that something you even want?
I don't know if it's something you want. I mean, like, we don't talk poker. Like it's a problem because I've been in poker so long that I'm not super sympathetic to anything. I
Sure.
really I should be. I know I should be as a girlfriend, and but he's like, you didn't even ask me how I busted Legends. I'm like, well, we don't talk poker.
Yeah,
What am I
we
going to
busted-
tell you? I think you played bad.
Right.
I'm either going to lie to you or I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, there's no good outcome.
I always think the how did you bust? I mean, there's only two stories how you busted. You got it in with the worst hand, and the other guy held up, or you got it in with the best hand, and you got unlucky. And both of these things are just totally normal things
Right.
that happen in any poker tournament. Sometimes with some degree of grossness or sickness.
Right, if it's
than
like a
others.
jackpot hand in a cash game or something, yeah, tell me about
Exactly.
it.
It's
But
terrible, but
yeah, we pretty much avoid talking poker at all.
key to a healthy relationship
Yeah, I don't even
is
think
sort of a.
we discuss every once in a while. We're like, oh, we'll play poker, but we don't even play poker. We play pool, we hang out. Right now, we're into Breaking Bad, so
Oh, okay.
it's kind of
A lot of
consuming
people
our
are.
lives. Yeah, I don't watch TV ever, and he's
Yeah.
tried to get me into so many shows because he really enjoys TV. He's home a lot, and so he tried to get me to Game of Thrones, and I'm reading it. I like to read, and just other shows. He's like, oh, you're gonna love them.
Cool.
Breaking Bad is pretty sick.
I've heard, but it's TV with long tenure scares me because I am scared that I'll enjoy it and then I'll just be getting nothing done for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no, I use it as plane fodder.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm traveling
That's
is when I
perfect.
indulge on.
You travel a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So,
what are
nice
your
long
favorite
flight.
destinations? Like, there's obviously a lot of poker worlds in Barcelona this week.
Love Barcelona. Super jealous of all the people there. I mean, Barcelona is a really fun city. The Casino Barcelona throws an amazing event, has really good turnout, and the Hotel Arts, which is connected, is right there. Probably one of the coolest hotels I've stayed in. And it's right on the beach.
Is
right
it
on
the best place
boardwalk.
you've ever gone for work, like for poker work?
City-wise?
Or
No,
just generally? What's
I
your
love
favorite
Melbourne.
poker trip? Okay.
I love Melbourne. I love the Aussie Millions.
Yeah.
It's just, there's something about it. The people there are so nice. Every time I've been there, the weather's been great.
Yeah.
The food is great. The wine is great. I mean, that's all I need is people, food, wine. And
We just need to find a way to start dealing cards in Australia. So
yeah, if it wasn't so far, I could seriously see myself having like a home there. But it's like obscenely far.
So tell us about, if you can tease any sort of content you have coming up. Obviously, like, you've been doing a lot of stuff and staying busy in front of the camera. Like, we talked about the weekend updates, we talked about the photo shoot. Is there anything, what would you like the vision ultimately to be for Ultimate Poker, Ultimate Gaming, for the content we produce?
Well, we have a lot of different types of content coming up. We're starting to get our set together here in Vegas, which is going to be really cool. Once we have a set, then we'll be able to shoot some of our Poker U stuff, which will be our educational arm of Ultimate Poker. That's going to be led by John Little. So I'm really excited about that. I've been putting a ton of work into that. Can't wait to get the classes started and start educating some of our players. We want good players on the site.
Yeah.
We want everyone on the site.
Yeah, of course.
And then on top of
and it's good ultimately for the games to going on. If you get people that bust immediately, they don't
might not
deposit
come
again.
back,
They don't come back. Yeah. So get some people educated is always a good thing long term for the site, and what's good for the site is long term is good for the players.
Of course. Yeah, and as we're signing players, firming up contracts, I'd like to do, I don't want to say exposés, but I want to focus a little bit on each player. Let the poker world get to know them. Not all of our pros are super high profile, but that's our job, is to make them high profile. So we're gonna do more lifestyle type stuff, stop by their house, see what's going on, see what it looks like when they're playing on Sunday, just stuff like that. And then on top of that, we're doing obviously pretty standard videos that are needed for the site. We have a pretty cool video that'll be coming out soon explaining the whole deposit process.
Nice.
With Dan O'Brien, heading down to Green Valley Ranch, making a deposit, heading back to his house, playing online, like stuff like that. I think is going to make the people here in Nevada realize how easy it is to just head down there.
Cool. Well, I look forward to really cool stuff coming for you from the future. I want to thank you for being here this week, because usually you're the one holding the microphone.
I know, this is so weird. I'm like, what is Terrence going to ask me?
I've role-reversed you. And then actually the same for me. Usually it's a poker reporter coming in, asking me on a tournament break or something like that. So I think we're fun. We're both in our element, so I hope you had fun with us today.
No, this was cool.
I hope you guys had fun with us today. And, again, sorry for not being out the last couple of weeks, but we hope you've been enjoying the new software update, given a chance to give it a try. It's there's a lot of improvements in there. There's a lot of improvements we still need to have going on. And shout out to the people in Oakland who are working super hard on fixing all that stuff up and making the best product that we can put out there for Ultimate Poker. So that's it for now this week on Under the Gun +1. My +1 has been Lizzy Harrison, our content producer and host. Thanks so much for being here. We will see you guys hopefully next week with brand new guests and lots more stuff here to come. And for other content, check out Lizzy's work on ultimatepokers.com/therail for all the content. Follow her on Twitter at Lizzy_Harrison.
That's it.
Follow me on Twitter, TChanPoker, and send me your comments on the show. Send Lizzy comments about anything that you want to see on there, and follow her for awesome pictures of herself lying by the pool. Follow me so that you can thank me for telling you about Lizzy's pictures of lying by the pool.
And we'll get some shots of Terrence by the pool too.
No, nobody needs to see me in a bikini. And on that very disturbing thought, see you guys next week. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Thanks, Terrence.